Hey guys, it's Janice. Welcome back to my channel. I've tried to film this video so many times and it's been blurry, or there have been fans on in the background or bad lighting or something like that, and it's just been really bad luck, not something that's worked out for me. So this is my last attempt. If this one doesn't work out, then this video is just not getting made. So I'm in a slightly different place. I'm in my dining room and sitting in front of my boyfriend's bookshelf. And there's just really good lighting in here. It's kind of big, so I don't know how great the sound is going to be. So that could be my only downfall this video, and that's gonna really suck. But there's no fans or anything like that in here, so I don't have to remember to turn anything off, and it's still cool in here. So my room is the hottest room in the house, so that's why I always have tons of fans. I have 2 fans on in there all the time, and so anyway, so I'm going to try to film this really quickly. The book that I want to discuss, this is a book review, kind of. It's not really a review, just, I guess it is a review. I don't really know just how I feel about this book. So it's Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me by Mindy Kaling. I read this in the end of October and I loved it. I love Mindy Kaling. I think she's hilarious and adorable. I love The Office and I love the Mindy Project, so I was really excited to pick up this book. My favorite thing about this book right off the bat is how short the chapters are. And I know that sounds crazy, maybe, but I just like the fact that I can get through a chapter and really feel like I've come to an ending before I have to put the book down. Sometimes I get into really long books, like I just read The Hot Zone, and the chapters are really long, and it takes a very long time to get to a stopping point. And I don't want to stop in the middle of a chapter. I don't want to feel like I'm in the middle of a thought or in the middle of, something really important and have to stop. But sometimes I have to. Sometimes I read during my breaks and before, when I'm not on a call at work, and if I get a phone call, I just have to stop. It was really easy to get to an end point with these chapters and just be done and be able to move on to something else and not feel like I've been interrupted. Other things that I really loved about it was just how she talked about herself and her experiences as a fatter person, even though I don't really see her as fat. Her experiences trying to find work. I really love the part where she's talking about her relationship with her best friend, Jocelyn and Brenda, I think was the best friend's name. And they made like a play called Ben and Matt about Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. And I just thought it was really funny and adorable. There were a few things in this book that I did have problems with. There is a part where she refers to a neighbor as a trainee, and I didn't like that. She jokingly refers to a train as a rape train, and I did not like that. And then twice she makes comments on people's wealth or lack thereof. Like she talks about how, like she has this chapter that's tips for guys or recommendations for guys or something like that, and she's talking about do this, wear that, blah 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 blah, and then she's like, and have one pair of Converse because Converse are attractive or something. I love Converse, I think they're great shoes, but and she's like, and make sure you replace them every single year so they don't look worn out and dingy. And then she said, if you can't afford to replace a $40 pair of shoes, put down the book because you have bigger issues to worry about, or something like that. And I'm not saying that's not true. I mean, if you can't afford a $40 pair of shoes, obviously there's something going on. I don't have a lot of money and I can afford one new pair of shoes a year. I can't like go right now and be like, I'm gonna go buy a new pair of shoes right now. But I mean, I can save up a little bit here and there and go out and buy myself a $40 pair of shoes. I'm not poor by any means. We live comfortably, but I don't have like tons of excess money to just go spend on a pair of shoes. And I think it's really offensive to say like, put down the book because you have bigger issues. And I know she's not saying like, I don't want poor people to read my book, but it's just kind of mean. And then the other thing about like poverty, I guess, not really, is just how she says like there was a valet person that was her father's age and how she like pities them or something like that. And it's just not everybody's going to be an architect and a doctor. Like your parents are going to be people who are in menial jobs their entire life. And like they're not to be pitied, they're doing their best. And it's just, I don't know. I thought it was weird. But with that said, I don't dislike her at all. I still love her. I'm actually going on a long trip at the end of this month. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen that. And And there's only 6 people that follow me on Twitter, so you should. I'm looking for an audiobook to listen to because it's going to be a little over 3 hours there and back. So I'm going on the 21st, coming back on like the 23rd or something like that. And I'm looking for some books to read or some books to listen to. So I tried to listen to an audiobook in the past. I'll put this down. I tried to listen to an audiobook in the past, which was Allegiant by Veronica Roth, and it was just not something that I could complete. But I don't spend long amounts of time in the car. So I have 3 books that I'm considering listening to in the car, and that's Bossy Pants by Tina Fey, Why Not Me, which is her next book, Mindy Kaling's next book, and then You're Never Weird on the Internet Almost by Felicia Day. And I'm probably going to listen to all 3 of those eventually, but right now I'm trying to pick the one that I'm going to listen to on the car ride. And after reading this book and being more familiar, obviously I know Tina Fey and Felicia Day's voices. I watch The Guild and 30 Rock, and these are people that I really enjoy and find super entertaining, but I love Mindy Kaling. I really do. And I really enjoyed this book. If I had to rate it, like if it was like a 1 to 5 scale, which I see a lot on here, I totally give it like a 4.8. There were some minor things that I had problems with, but it's also a memoir. These are things that she experienced and thought throughout her life. And I can't fault her because I don't know how she's changed. Maybe she doesn't actually still feel that way about, she doesn't want to call people trannies and make jokes about rape trains and stuff like that. But maybe she does. But I'm not going to judge her. Maybe I'll judge her a little bit, but I'm not going to hate her because she has differing opinions and differing ideas of what's funny. So I really thinking it's going to be Why Not Me that I listen to. But if I had to rate this, give it like a 4.8 out of 5 or something like that. It was really, really, really great, and I love Mindy Kaling. So anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Follow me on Twitter. I posted a picture of me as an adorable 18-year-old. I'm wearing a Slytherin shirt, and I have a rat on my shoulder. So, because I used to have rats. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.